championship leader by 10 points over Dale Earnhardt Jr. as the series heads to the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California next weekend. This has been the Coca-Cola Monday Morning Race Refresher. Enjoy the race with an ice-cold Coke, the official soft drink of NASCAR. I'm Kyle Rickey on the Motor Racing Network.
A shady nook one moonlight night, a leprechaun I spied, with scarlet cap and coat of green, a crushkin by his side. 'Twas tick-tack-tick, his hammer went upon a weeny shoe, and I laughed to think of a purse of gold, but the fairy was laughing too.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry. The fairy was laughing too, Robin. 19 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this St. Patrick's Day morning. It is Monday. It is 64 degrees here at the Paddock Mall, and I did not wear anything green today.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything green. Do I?
Yeah, you do.
What? What do I have?
You got that green checkered shirt. Like.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh, the one with paint all over it. Yeah, I don't want to wear that to work. Yeah. All right, so today is St. Patrick's Day, and therefore we are remembering... you
have a green coffee cup right there. So you
from the Green Bay Packers.
Yep. So you're classified as having green today.
So Irish words have crept into our American slang, and so I wanted to tell you about some of them. Here we go.
Okay.
Jazz, poker, moolah, spunk. They're all derived from Irish Gaelic. By the way, Irish Gaelic and Gaelic are not the same thing, apparently. They're similar, but not the same.
Wow.
So here's some other ones. And I'll actually give you more details than that. That was kind of like a teaser right there. Just giving you those 1, 2, 3, 4 words.
Yeah.
There's a book that I'm getting this all from. It is written by a guy named Daniel Cassidy. He's no longer alive. Mm-hmm. The book is titled How the Irish Invented Slang.
Oh, wow.
Here's one. Gee whiz or gee willikers. Both of them are derived from the same Gaelic word. Let's see if I can figure this out. Some of them, they're written in Gaelic or Irish Gaelic, so I don't know the pronunciation. The word slums is another one.
Really?
And there's an Irish Gaelic word. It's actually, okay, slum is actually a word, but it's from a phrase, an Irish Gaelic phrase.
Oh.
Slomi. S and then another SLOM and then E, slum, which means it's bleak.
Oh.
So the slums were the area that was bleak, and that's why it became the slums, because the Irish, especially those who moved into New York, were obviously still using their old language, and they're going to a neighborhood that's bleak.
Oh, okay.
Called the slums, and so everybody, this is the slums. This is where it's bleak. Here's another one. Here's where G willikers or G whiz comes from. Dia, holy mackerel! Look at this one. Dia hilicus, G hilicus, or Dia thilicus. Okay, now it's written a couple different ways. Mm-hmm. Dia means God, even in Spanish, right?
Yes.
Right. Dia?
Yeah.
The will of God. G willikers actually means the will of God.
Oh, really?
I mean, well, it's like a misunderstanding of people saying Dia Thelicus, or whatever it says right there, okay? So it became G willikers or G whiz. Listen to this.
Okay.
Holy cow actually comes from holy cathu or holy kahu, which means holy grief.
Oh my gosh!
In Gaelic, so even the holy cow expression, which have you ever wondered what does it mean? Holy cow. You think it comes from India because they have the holy cow. Well, why would you say it when you step on your toe or something?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Or you see something blow up? Holy cow! Holy grief is what it means. Darn is another Gaelic exclamation. It's a big long Daithairnort or something like that.
Oh.
Which means darn, and what it actually means is, well, darn on you, or misfortune on you.
Oh.
There you go.
Gosh.
There you go, misfortune on you.
Gosh.
A lot of songs that we take into, that are written. There was a guy named Dion Bocelot who wrote the song The Streets of New York.
Really?
East side, west side, all around the town, that song.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We played that one.
The word pet we use for our dogs and our cats and even our girlfriends.
That's right.
came from the word piata, which meant pet.
Oh, wow.
So we actually took that word to use it in the same way.
Cool.
Bab or Bob simply meant babe, and we used it as a sentimental. What do you say? Term of endearment. Term of endearment. Thank you.
You read my mind.
Huckleberry Finn, obviously, comes from Gaelic. Let's see. If you want to cully support, the word cully.
Okay.
I want to cully support. You are calling on your cully. Cuallai. Cully means friends.
Oh.
In other words, you want your friends' support. I'm going to cully support.
Oh, okay. I like that one.
Yeah, cully
support. I'll have to use that word.
If you want to gather people together, you make a ballyhoo about the gathering. I don't know how many people use that phrase anymore, but it was one. I remember hearing
Right.
it.
Me too.
And it comes from the word, and again, I'm slaughtering the pronunciation, ballyhoo. Maybe when Father Mike is on, he can help us out with these.
Okay.
You might use a slogan in your ballyhoo to promote the gathering as a slogan. The word slogan comes from Irish Gaelic.
Oh, my.
It means slog. I mean, it is originally slá garum, which we changed to slogan. It is a battle cry.
Oh, gosh.
How about that?
Wow. Golly.
Buddy. The word buddy. Buddy Martin's name.
Yeah.
Is an Irish Gaelic word. It comes from the Irish expression a buddy, which simply means a friend.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go.
A friend.
Wonder if he knew that. Or if he knows that.
Well, I think everybody knows buddy means friend. My buddy, my friend, right?
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But anyway, now how many knew that it was an Irish Gaelic word, right?
Yeah, that I did not know.
The word a buddy or a bodai, Bhodaigh, bodai,
Baudet.
which simply meant pal. It meant pal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so your baudet is your pal.
Yeah.
How about this one? Listen to this one.
Yeah.
When you go to the morgue, not that you go very often. If you go to the morgue, you see a stiff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Why is the corpse called a stiff?
I don't know.
Because the Irish would go to who sometimes would work in the morgues. Would say, I'll show you the staff, STAF, which meant the big guy. I'll show you the big guy. He's in the drawer over here.
Oh.
The staff is over here. I can't do the Irish accent, but the staff is over here. Let me show you. So, he calls him a stiff. So everybody thought that when the mortician was the guy at the morgue was showing him, the body. You identify the stiff. Here you go.
Yeah, right.
Here, come in and identify the big guy is what he was actually saying.
Oh, gosh. Isn't that something? That's been around a long time, that phrase, stiff for here.
If somebody's walking around with the nose in there, you say he's a snoot, right?
A nose in their ear?
In the air.
Oh, in the air.
If somebody's walking around with their nose in the air,
okay,
you say he's a snoot. He's arrogant,
That's
right?
right, he is.
The word snoot comes from snua aird, which means that somebody is acting swank.
Okay.
Snoo aired, which is the same thing.
Swank.
Snoot. You're snooty.
Yeah.
You're acting
Arrogant.
swank.
I like acting swank.
And
I'll use that
swank
next time.
is the Irish word for somhowink. Somhowink, we turn it to swank, which means valuable in disguise.
Oh.
Valuable in disguise. So if you're acting swank, you're pretending to be valuable. You're pretending to be important.
Yeah, exactly. I have to remember that so I can use that on a few people next time. Boy, you're swank. And they'll think, oh, thank you.
All right, the word puss, P-U-S,
Yes.
means pouty lips in Irish Gaelic.
Oh, yeah, puss. I
Puss
use that,
means pouty lips,
Yeah.
which we use that a lot.
Yeah, I use that.
The word mug was considered to be insulting. Somebody has an ugly mug. The word means pig.
Oh.
It's M-U-I-C, muck, but they were saying mug, became mug.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought mug was, face. I didn't realize it was pig.
Yes.
Gosh.
Got a pig on your face. A big shot, a racketeer, a cop, or a goon. All those words all came from Irish Gaelic.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see if I can figure out where they came from exactly. Big shot is an Irish word for chief in disguise.
Oh.
The other one was valuable in disguise. This is chief in disguise, a big shot. He's not really he's not really important.
Yeah.
He is a, where's the Gaelic word?
Big
here?
shot.
Okay, they don't give the Gaelic word, but it says a big shot comes from a Gaelic word that means chief in disguise.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pretty cool, huh?
Very cool. I love that.
All right, let me take a phone call then. I got
okay.
one more, I think. Good morning,
Okay.
you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, Have any of you ever seen that old John Wayne movie, The Quiet Man?
No.
yeah.
no. Oh, you have?
It's a great movie for this
With Maureen
time of year.
O'Hara. Yeah.
Or with Maureen O'Hara, yes.
Yeah.
Are they using a lot of Gaelic words in there?
Not him.
No,
Because he's
but
the American.
It's kind of, they shot a lot of it on location in Ireland. You get the Irish scenery and some of the Irish customs. And
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that.
Have a good day.
Was it in black and white or was it in color?
It was in color, yeah.
See, you have to have color film if you're gonna have a movie in Ireland.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they say. That's what they
It's
say.
like bring it in.
And then one way to wake up is to get slugged in the face or have your jag jacked.
Okay,
the
here we
fight-
go. I'm ready. I like this already.
Well, that is how the Irish would
Yeah.
say, I'm waking you up.
Oh,
You're slugged. You're getting woken up.
okay.
Or I'm jacking your jag.
That'd be more fun.
It just means I'm pulling on your blanket.
Oh,
I'm jacking your jag means I'm pulling on your blanket. I'm waking you up.
That's right. That works.
Isn't that funny?
You say the best for last. Yank it on your blanket.
Well, there you go. So, there you go. So there you go. Now you know a little bit about where we get some of our slang
Yeah.
language from. So have a pint of Guinness.
There you go. Oh, and you do have green in your shirt today. The stripes. You have
There you go.
two different kinds
Little
of
bit of
blue,
green.
a white, and green.
All right,
So
let's
you're
push
set.
forward, and when we come back, we'll have some fun with Galen. I do have the details on that $1 billion giveaway, by the way.
Oh, cool.
For the what is it called again? The March Madness thing.
Yeah.
So once I bring that up, that might be the end of my topic as far
okay.
as the Irish part of our topic. But we'll try to mix the two together. We don't have anybody 8:10 or 8:20, right?
Right,
Okay,
right, we're
good.
set
All right, so we
today.
got time for Galen.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a little break and be back with Galen Unold after these words plus some news.
Phoenix Promotional Solutions, your company supplier of banners, digital decals, yard signs, and magnetic signs. Where you give them approved artwork by noon, the next day by 4 p.m., you pick up your banners, digital decals, yard signs, and magnetic signs. Phoenix Promotional Solutions, 368-2404. That's 368-2404. Don't forget, they do vehicle wraps also. Phoenix Promotional Solutions, 368-2404.
Did you know that Marion County has a vast equine business? Tune in every Friday at 9:30 for Horse Sense, when we connect, communicate, and educate you on ways to participate in and enjoy all the equine adventures this area has to offer.
Sponsored in part by Infinite Day Spa, Almara Arabian Horses, and Florida Thoroughbred Breeders Owners Association, FTBOA.
Fridays at 9:30 right here on The Source.
I'm a different breed.
Here are today's headlines from The Source, WOCA. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that a 51-year-old man has died from injuries sustained in an accident Saturday night. The deceased man is identified as David Allen Brown of Summerfield. According to the report, Brown was driving his 2008 Zhejiang Summit motorbike north in the right lane of US 441 when a 2013 Hyundai Sonata driven by 29-year-old George W. Bartle III approached from the rear near the intersection of US 441 and Southeast 173rd Street and struck the rear of the motorbike. The report indicates that both vehicles caught on fire after the collision. Brown was pronounced dead on the scene by Marion County Fire Rescue personnel. Bartle and his passenger, 21-year-old Jessica Franzen, both of Summerfield, each sustained minor injuries but were able to exit their vehicle after the fire began. The cause of the crash is still under investigation and charges are pending. Blue Rhino has contested the findings of a federal investigation that led to more than 24 citations and approximately $73,000 in fines, stemming from an explosion at the Tavares plant last summer. A spokesman from Occupational Safety and Health Administration says no hearing date has been set for the challenge. OSHA accused Blue Rhino of 26 violations, which included exposing employees to fire hazards from propane cylinders during a process in which the 20-pound metal cylinders were bled or drained of leftover gas in the storage yard in back of the Blue Rhino facility late at night on July 29th. State fire investigators believe sparks from a forklift being turned on ignited a propane cloud at the County 448 plant late that night, which set off an explosion that turned many of the estimated 50,000 cylinders into flaming missiles over the area and lit the night sky orange. The blast also damaged several area properties and left 5 employees with severe burns, 1 in a coma, and 1 struck by a vehicle in his attempt to flee from the fire. No criminal charges were filed in the case. Florida allows craft breweries to fill and sell unlimited amounts of gallon and quart-sized beer jugs, popularly called growlers, but half-gallon growlers, the most popular size in the 47 other states that allow them, are banned. That has long vexed the typically small Florida craft beer makers, who ask, why does the legislature refuse to change a law that it can't explain and that seemingly goes against its opposition to overregulation in other industries? Senate President Don Getz says he's a free market, anti-regulation, pro-business legislator, but Getz, a Panhandle Republican, says a friend and major Republican donor who happens to be a Budweiser distributor asked him to support a bill that includes several provisions that the craft beer industry claims will slow their growth and could cause some of them to close. Additionally, Anheuser-Busch InBev distributor Louis Baer, his company, and his family have contributed hundreds of thousands of dollars to political committees and candidates, including more than $260,000 to the Republican Party of Florida. Now, Democrats and independent brewery supporters are crying foul and hoping state legislators will undo the laws that prevent the half-gallon growlers. Thousands of motorcyclists are heading out of the state after Daytona Bike Week, and now college students are on their way to the Sunshine State. Businesses are definitely celebrating the boon that was Bike Week. Event organizers in Daytona tweeted yesterday that this year was a huge success for them. Bikers seemed to agree, weighing in with overwhelmingly positive reviews, as many bikers said it's not easy to say goodbye to the city known for its beaches, world-class races, and Bike Week. People only had good things to say about this year's motorcycle event, billed as the world's largest. Now, Florida beaches are ready to welcome the spring breakers. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Your heating and air conditioning unit sure will get a workout this season, and you need to make sure it's in tip-top condition. Let Air Ducts Heating and Air give you that peace of mind by knowing your unit will work at its optimum efficiency, saving you time and money. Air Ducts is a full HVAC residential and commercial company. Air Ducts is family-owned and operated, so we treat you the way we want to be treated. Air Ducts also offers discounts for builders and commercial applications, so give us a call today, 352-304-6766. That number again, 352-304-6766. Air Ducts Heating and Air Conditioning.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
A lack of protein is going to lead to chronic tiredness, frequent colds, and a loss of muscle mass, which slows metabolism and makes it harder to lose weight. Shoppers who try things on are 57% more likely to buy something, because once we see how cute we look in that sweater, we feel like we already own the thing. If you're dealing with a close talker at a party, create a barrier for your personal space. Hold your drink or a plate of food in front of you.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, thank you very much. It is 8 o'clock, and it's bright enough out there now that I can see droplets falling into the small puddle here at the Paddock Mall, and so that must mean it's drizzling out there, I guess you would say, which I have no idea if that's a Gaelic word or not.
Yeah.
So it's 8 o'clock, so I have a moment here to say that this is WOCA Ocala, The Source. Galen, you know this on the phone right now, and in addition to St. Patrick's Day stuff is also the March Madness stuff I want to talk to him about, so who knows if we'll be able to get it all in there right now. Good morning, Galen.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. You driving right now?
Yeah.
ABC News Now.
Stop it. How's the traffic? How's the drive? How's it going?
And the weather's it's pouring. It's pretty nasty out here, and
really
traffic is bad. Yeah, I mean it was pouring when in Ocala, so it's been pouring all day.
Oh,
I got out of woke up.
Oh, are you okay with being on the phone?
Yeah, I got my headset. I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I got 2 hands on the wheel.
Okay, all right. That's what I want to know.
Nice.
I always worry about you and Alex. You know, you both commute every day to Gainesville.
Yeah.
Yeah. 75 is not bad at all.
I hope you mean the interstate and not the miles per hour.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I'm going pretty slow right now, just because of the weather.
Oh, yeah. See, I always worry about them.
Yeah, but they're safe drivers, so.
But everybody else isn't.
Yeah.
It's the problem.
I know, but you can't
It's
stop
the problem.
life, I guess.
Yeah. So how was your weekend, first of all?
It was good. It was good. Didn't do anything, much of anything, which was nice. So needed that.
You know, we went to Silver Springs yesterday and practiced our music. It's kind of fun to play over there.
Yeah, it's real
cool.
nice.
So we play the theme song to Zelda as one of the songs we play.
Mm-hmm.
And a young man comes up and goes, "You don't know how important that song is to me." I said, "Really?" And he pulls up his sleeve and he shows me a big Zelda tattoo on his arm, his upper arm, biceps.
Goes from his shoulder to almost down to his elbow. Huge.
And I guess it meant something to him. He said he hadn't been to Silver Springs in years, and now he comes there and he hears Zelda, and he was telling me how Zelda really teaches you every lesson you need to know in life. And I said, "I didn't know that."
I know. That game is a great game.
And I wasn't going to play it.
Wow.
Robin said, "You should play Zelda." I said, "Well, no, there's nobody around here who would appreciate it." And sure enough, he came out of the woods from somewhere.
Yeah. And then he said, "You have to wait for my family to come." So then we waited, and then they came, and you played it again, and they all loved it. They thought it was the best thing ever.
All right, so let's talk about the March Madness thing first. First of all, have you heard about the billion?
No, I do want to mention one thing. I know you guys were talking about Crimea earlier.
Yeah.
And their election. I will say this. It's really hard to get an independent and true election when there's a massive army on your border that is supposedly doing random, testing maneuvers. And your streets are crowded with Russians with guards. So I'm pretty sure that had something to do with the vote.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
thank you for mentioning that. I absolutely agree. You're not the only one who's saying that right now, too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if those people really do want to be. Yeah, would we vote if Florida was surrounded by soldiers from another country, from Cuba, let's say, as Robin pointed out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
It makes it a little more interesting.
But I would move to Georgia.
Yeah, I would stay there.
If we decided
not if you were in Russia. The same thing happened in Georgia. The exact same thing happened in Georgia.
In the other Georgia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's St. Petersburg.
Yeah, well, if this country decided to do the same thing, I would. Well, and it was the same as it is now.
Yeah.
I would get in my car and move to this Georgia.
Yes. Right.
I guess just the way.
If you're allowed, if you're able to.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that the country doesn't change that much.
Yeah.
Although I did see a book in the production room called Shariaism is Here.
Oh.
And I thought, oh no.
There you go. I wonder who's reading that.
It's a nice book, actually. All right. Well, how's the blood supply? I should have asked you that first.
We're okay. I mean, we're still in critical need of O negative. The weekend didn't improve that at all. So we still need donors to come out who are O negative, A negative, and B negative. Please come out and give, and everybody else join them.
Can I ask you a question about lifestyle? Just because I saw it on the bus, and I guess I never thought this before. And is it not true for the other blood center? On the bus, it says Life South, a non-profit blood bank or something like that. The word non-profit is up there, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. So does the other one for profit?
No.
Okay.
There's two that I know of that are for-profit blood banks, but the vast majority are non-profit community blood centers.
Okay. I just didn't know if that was something that was unusual or. There you go. Okay.
No, but there are plasma centers where you can sell your plasma that are for-profit, and we want to make sure that we differentiate ourselves from them.
Okay. All right, let's go to the phone first before we try to have any subject at all, because you never know what a phone call's going to bring. Good morning.
Exactly.
You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, the situation in Crimea has eerie parallels to what happened in 1938 when the Germans went into the Sudetenland in Czechoslovakia. Think about it.
Well, that's what the commentators are saying. Yeah, I know. It does look like it. Yeah.
All we need is a guy saying peace in our time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Have a good day, all.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Well, I tried.
Yes, you do.
Let's see. There's a couple things we could talk about now. Crimea, the $1 billion bracket March Madness thing that.
Yeah, I think this is awesome with Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett and Quicken Loans is offering.
Yeah, now it's the odds of you getting it absolutely perfect are like, 1 in a billion.
They are. I'll tell you.
Never been done. Never been done.
They are 1 in 9. 223, 372, 036, 854, 775, 808, whatever that number is.
Yeah, it's like a trillion or something, but it's so hard, and I don't think it's ever been done, and I'm not sure. I mean,
it never has.
Yeah, I don't think it will ever be done. So it's never officially been done, but I don't know if some guy in a pool somewhere and West Virginia got it right one year. I find it very highly unlikely, but still, do you think so many upsets?
Are you tempted to do it though? Because it says there's going to be 100.
Of course, it costs you nothing to do. Why not? I mean, there are people that'll do like 12 to. I know a guy who will fill out about 50 different brackets.
Oh, so that's what happens then. The winner of they're betting and they pick a bracket, and then if they win they get the money, or do they give it to a school of their choice?
Quicken will award $100,000 for each of the contest's 20 most accurate brackets.
Correct. Right. And then if you get them all right, if your bracket is absolutely perfect, then you win $1 billion.
That's amazing.
That is
but nobody's ever done it, and the odds are so unusual. But somebody could, it could be a guy like me who has no idea what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, think about all the publicity both Warren Buffett and Quicken Books is getting out of this for free. And it's a smart marketing decision. It really, really is. I mean, there's virtually no downside. And Warren Buffett did this last year too. And when he did it, he goes, "Well, do you have insurance for it?" He goes, "No. My insurance is that nobody's ever done it before, and the odds are so small that it ever happens. I don't think it's ever going to happen."
But if somebody wins, he's got the money to put where his mouth is. He's just not like one of those that'd say he'll do it and then all of a sudden make up a name or something at the end.
Yeah,
it's Warren Buffett. I mean, he's not. And again, the odds of it happening.
So are you guys doing it at work? Are you guys or anybody?
Of course, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
You have to. I mean, that's what makes the tournament fun. Is your bracket and how it's destroyed on Thursday, and then you feel some miraculous comeback by the second weekend that you think you got a chance to win, and then you end up losing. So that's part of the fun of it.
Oh gosh.
Let's see. A Minnesota biostatistician named Carlin, I don't know the first name, computed what he described as Buffett's expected loss based on the 1 in $80 billion odds estimate. Let's see.
A computer has never even gotten it right.
It says he'll probably lose $187,000. Now, how is that possible when he's going to give $100,000 to each of? He's already going to give away $2 million, right?
Yeah, right.
It's pretty odd. The 20 top.
I don't know what that guy's talking about. I don't know.
I don't either.
I haven't heard of that one.
But basically, $2 million is guaranteed to be given away.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. He probably owns Quicken.
The 20 top brackets will each get $100,000.
Wow.
All right, let me go to the phone again. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry, Robin, and Galen. How is everybody
hey, good,
on this
Jim.
rainy morning?
Yeah.
Hey, that the odds number, that is, just to make it simple, is 1 in 9 quintillion.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of zeros.
That's
Have
right.
a good day,
Thank you.
That's too much for me to comprehend.
Yeah, once it goes past 8, let's say, what do I know? I know a billion.
Yeah.
Or trillion. I know a trillion.
There are so many potential outcomes, so many variables in it that, mathematically, it's almost impossible to fill one out for every potential scenario. So they're covered there. And then you put in the fact that, there's a 1 seed versus a 16 seed. 1 seed's never lost in the first round. You start putting those in there, and it's like, oh, wow. So
there you go. I just clicked on the thing so you could enter it. They're asking if you own your own home. I wonder why they're asking that.
Oh, gee. This is collateral,
Well,
fella.
it's Quicken Loans, Robin. They're trying to get some information from you if you want to buy a house.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to give up something to get something.
All right. So now I can shift over to the Irish topic of the day.
Yes.
The Irish myths and legends.
By the way, Florida's number 1 seed overall, so got a great chance of winning the whole tournament. They're going to be playing on Orlando on Thursday night. That'll be fun.
The other teams that were listed here: Virginia, Wichita State, and Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So bet on them, and maybe
there you go.
win the time.
Have you seen any of them play yet this year, Larry?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
No, I saw Florida play when Alex was little. We used to go to the games.
Yeah.
There you go.
I saw an amazing game with them one time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw why people get excited at these games.
Yeah.
I got excited. I mean, it was one of those last second things, and they got it. 1 second had passed before they got that ball. They would have lost it.
Yeah.
The whole place stood up. Alex was small enough I could hold him. I held him up in my left arm. We stood up. Yay!
Yeah.
I wonder if he remembers that.
I bet he does.
Yeah,
I hope he does.
I don't know.
You gave him a great.
It was very
bringing
exciting, actually. Yeah.
Up. Yeah, you gave him a great bringing up all his years.
But I used to, when
stuff.
I worked at the Coliseum, just kind of toss this in. I know that was a professional arena, but I used to be, because I'm so tall, it was unusual for me to be around guys that are taller than me.
Yeah.
And when these guys would come, and I'd be cleaning up around them, basically, it was like, whoa, this is unusual. This is so unusual. Have I ever shared that with you, Galen?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what teams I was with. I mean, I wasn't with them, but sweeping.
Yeah,
I do.
I was sweeping the floor.
Yeah. And the taller guys than you were around you, and that must have been
Howard Stern has a similar story.
Yeah.
Howard Stern, I guess, is the same height as me, it sounds like.
I think so, yeah.
Right.
And yet we're short compared to some of those basketball players.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is weird. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Unless there's a woman basketball player that's taller than you guys.
Is there?
I don't know. There might be.
Oh, wow.
You never know.
Yeah, there is. There's
Like,
she played at Baylor last year.
like to meet her.
Brittany something.
All right.
Even has a pretty name.
Yeah, Brittany's pretty. All right. Did you know that when somebody says screaming like a banshee, did you know that the banshee is an Irish legend?
No.
Yeah, I did know what the I did know the that. Yeah, I did know, but there were some of the other ones that I'm like, holy cow! I always thought it was something related to India too. So
yeah,
that one I didn't know, but I did know about the banshee being a Irish legend.
Yeah, the banshee is sometimes depicted as an old woman dressed in rags, sometimes as a young and beautiful girl washing washing clothing. Sometimes wringing out bloody clothing. She's a horrible scream.
Oh my God!
If you go online and you just go to YouTube, put "screaming like a banshee," you'll hear some very wicked things.
Oh, so they're killers then.
Another legend, Irish myth is the puka. Have you heard of the pukas?
No, I haven't heard of the pukas.
This is a certain type of fairy bent on creating havoc.
Oh, so she's just like a teaser or something.
This puka would cause destruction on a farm, tearing down fences and releasing the animals.
Oh, that's not good.
A puka would stand outside of a farmhouse and call people outside by name. If anyone came out, the puka would carry them away.
Oh, gosh.
They also loved to mess with the ships that were pulling away from Ireland. They were blamed for shipwrecks for years when people believed in them.
Wow. Isn't that something?
Changelings. Did you know changelings are an Irish legend?
No, I did not know that.
No, I heard that on Star Trek.
When female fairies gave birth to deformed children, the fairies preferred visually pleasing babies.
Okay.
So they would go into the mortal world and swap their ugly baby for a healthy human baby, leaving the changeling behind.
Oh, gee.
The changeling legend has lasted for centuries. William Shakespeare talks of a changeling in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, okay. I guess I missed
Scarlett
that.
O'Hara believed Rhett Butler's illegitimate child was a changeling in Gone with the Wind.
Oh. Well, that explains why she didn't want to have anything to do with her.
So
then.
next time you watch it in the movie, if you watch it again, you say,
Yeah.
oh, that's why she's calling it a changeling.
Okay. Gee.
How about Dagda's harp? Have you heard of Dagda's harp?
No, I haven't heard of that one either.
Dagda was a high priest who had a large and beautiful harp. And during a war, a rival stole the harp. And Dagda followed the tribe and called to the harp. And the harp came to Dagda, and then he struck the chords. And the harp let out the music of tears, and everyone in the castle began to cry.
Oh.
And Dagda struck the chords again, and the harp played the music of mirth, and the warriors began to laugh. And then Dagda struck the chords a final time, and the harp let out a music of sleep. Everyone but Dagda fell asleep, allowing him to escape with his harp.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. That's a cool story.
A musician wanting to put people to sleep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sounds like a story.
Can you imagine
story.
that? Leaving.
I like that one.
Then there is the Children of Lir, L-I-R.
Okay.
Maybe pronounced Lear. The story of the Children of Lear comes from the Irish mythological cycle. Lear was the lord of the sea. He had a wife and 4 children.
Oh.
When his wife died, he married his wife's sister, Eof.
Okay.
Eof was jealous of Lear's children and wanted to be rid of them.
Oh.
So she took the children to a lake. While they were swimming, she performed a spell on them, and they turned into swans.
Oh.
Under the spell, the children were to remain swans until they heard the sound of a Christian bell. The swans swam the lake to the river stream for years, waiting for the sound of a Christian bell, but it wasn't until St. Patrick came that they heard the bell and became children again.
Oh, my
900
gosh.
years later.
Wow. I bet their dad was
I've heard
devastated.
that story before. Yeah.
Have you?
Oh, I've not heard that one. Bet their dad was devastated, but he divorced her.
It's by the way, right? It's by the way where the term "ruffled my feathers" comes from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Never knew that.
Ruffle my feathers. The shamrock. Everybody knows about the shamrock.
Mm-hmm.
3 leaves. Holy Trinity is what it means. I guess you do that one. Finn McCool. Yep. Have you heard of Finn McCool?
No, I haven't heard of Finn.
A mythological warrior. One story tells of a salmon that knew of all the world's knowledge. So Finn decided to eat the salmon to gain the knowledge.
Oh.
As he was cooking the fish, juice squirted out and burned Finn's thumb. Finn had the ability to bend over to suck his thumb, and he put it in his mouth to stop the pain. He had the ability to bend over and suck his thumb. Who
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
know.
the-
I mean, what kind of a person was he?
Anyway, he instantly learned the knowledge of the salmon when sucking his thumb. From then on, anytime Finn sucked his thumb, he gained whatever knowledge he was seeking.
Oh, my gosh.
Finn McCool. You look so uncool sucking your thumb. No.
That's right.
I look Finn McCool. I'm learning something here, fella.
He had the ability to suck his thumb.
All right.
Wow.
And everybody knows about... Yeah, bend over and suck his thumb. Was he what? He couldn't lift his arm?
Yeah, maybe not.
The leprechaun is most likely the most widely known fairy from Ireland. The legend is if a human catches a leprechaun, the fairy must grant to the human 3 wishes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one.
And then fairies in general. Fairies exist in some form of mythology everywhere. The fairy society in Ireland is thought to be very much alive, though.
Oh.
An Irish fairy can take any form she wishes, but we usually choose human form. They're beautiful, powerful, hard to resist, which is unfortunate because most fairies in Ireland love to bring misfortune and bad luck to the mortals who come near them. Lesson, if you see a beautiful fairy, stay away.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
That's
good
it.
advice.
That's right.
Just good advice.
Especially if you're in Bangkok.
All right, now you know. How's the rain right now? You still driving in the pouring?
Oh, yeah, it's still raining.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still raining. I'm off of 75 now, but it's still raining.
Oh, that's good. That's good. How does the unskilled Chicago Parker park in the rain. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't got there yet.
You haven't seen this yet. Okay.
Yeah, we're going through like 3 days
Now,
of
are
withdrawals
you going to
here.
include him in the bracket game? Are you going to include him in this?
If he wants to get involved, he doesn't look like somebody who even knows what basketball is. But if he wants to,
It looks like me, in other words. Does he?
you look like you know something about basketball.
I do.
Yeah.
What's the most you've ever won in a game? One of these?
3 years ago, I think. 3 years ago, everybody puts in like $10, and there's like 30 of us, and so I won like $300.
Oh,
I think
wow.
it was like $290 because $290 because of mine. Mine, I didn't have to pay myself.
Well, look, it's free. You should enter this $1 billion bracket thing, I think.
Yeah,
I do every year. Yeah, I do every year.
Oh, the $1 billion bracket's been around before?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yep. Well, there's like a ton that you can do online. There's like one from CBS and ESPN, and I'll put my bracket in just about everywhere. It takes like 2 minutes. I don't put any thought into it because if you overthink it, you'll just lose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like random stuff too.
Anybody can do it, and that's what makes it fun. I mean, the people who usually win have no knowledge whatsoever of basketball.
All right. Well, you could probably just Google it, but I'll tell you the website that I'm at. It's tournament.fantasysports.yahoo.com.
Okay.
That's where I am.
Okay.
But I just Googled it. That's how I found it.
Yeah.
All right, Robert. We need a segue from brackets and legends of Ireland and anything else. Ukraine, I guess.
Well, that's what makes America great, and that's what makes Life South Community Blood Centers great. All of the diversity in our country and in our Life South Community Blood Centers, because no matter when you go in to donate blood, there's always something interesting that the Life South Community Blood Center staff talks about, and you can teach them some things that you know, and they can teach you some things they know. So go to lifesouth.org, check out the website, and see how you can save a life.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Save a life. Sounds quiet. You're okay, right? I mean, you're on a...
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting here in the parking lot now.
Oh, you are in the parking lot. Okay, so is the guy there?
Just arrived. Yeah, he's already parked.
He's already parked.
Oh.
Got there before you.
He usually gets you at about, just after 8.
Oh, he got tired of hearing about himself on the radio.
Probably.
Well, when you get out of the car, you can always touch the hood, and if it's warm, that means that, he just finished parking.
Oh, investigator
that'll
Robin.
Give you a time frame as long as he's been there.
There you go.
All right.
There you
go. Gail, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile today is at the Lowe's in Lady Lake.
Lowe's in Lady Lake.
Oh, okay. That's a nice store.
And if you can't get down there, then you can go right here in Ocala next to the Cascades on Silver Springs Boulevard. That's where Life South is. If you were in Denellen, where would you go, Robin?
Right next door to Sweet Bay.
There you go.
Sweet Bay.
Donate some blood, save a life, be bleed green today, I guess.
Yeah,
Let's say.
there you go.
That's right.
All right, Gail, have a great day. Thank you.
Oh, you guys are the best. Thanks, y'all.
All right, we will take a break. We will be right back.
You've got a garden, and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
All right, just about 25 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's look at the price of gasoline, see if we can save any money this St. Patrick's Day. Right now, the average in Ocala for a gallon of regular unleaded is up a penny from yesterday. It's actually almost 2 cents, so it's $3.58 a gallon. Yesterday was $3.57.1, and now it's $3.58.8.
Wow.
So just to give you an idea, it's still less than it was a year ago. It was $3.75 a year ago. Right now, the best price in town was called in, 40 minutes ago here in Ocala. The Murphy USA on East Silver Springs Boulevard. I guess that's at the Walmart on East Silver Springs Boulevard. $3.46 a gallon over there.
Alice.
Yes, George.
Your cousin Myrtle wants to watch TV.
So?
She wants to watch TV in our living room.
So?
Well, she needs a chair.
So get her chair.
But it's in Devon Self-Storage, and she wrapped it well with the supplies, and it's 8 o'clock at night.
So? Devon Self-Storage is open late, and you have your passcode, and you know where they are across from Hobby Lobby.
But Alice!
You can call them tomorrow at 873-0777 and thank them for being open late.
But Alice, I just got my warm jammies.
George.
I'll be back with a chair from Devon Self-Storage.
Thanks, George. Thanks.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Just about 27 minutes after 8 o'clock. Got about 3 minutes to bring some other news to you. These are the stories that just don't fit anywhere else, so we squeeze them in right here.
Yeah.
And let's see, the first one comes out of San Francisco. There's a radio station over there that's been playing the same song over and over and over again. I think it's this one right here. San Francisco Bay Area Station 105.7 has been partying like it's 2002. Over and over and over again. Sometime on Friday afternoon, 105.7 started playing Hot in Here. Is that really how old that song is already? Boy, time flies.
Wow.
Nelly's classic ode to sweaty dance floors. They've had it on repeat. As of yesterday evening, they were still going strong. And it's obviously some kind of a promotion that they're doing. And we know in radio that's why. That's why radio stations do stupid things like that, because
it's Friday.
It's a publicity stunt.
Yeah. Then other radio stations will try to pick it up or something.
Here's another story. This one is out of where is this one from? I guess out of California somewhere. A model who appeared at the Playboy Golf Finals at the Industry Hills Golf Club in Los Angeles in March of 2012, is now filing a lawsuit against Playboy Enterprises after she was allegedly struck in the buttocks by a golfer who was trying to drive a ball off of a tee that was wedged between her butt cheeks.
Oh, well, she volunteered for that job. Ma'am.
The golfer who missed the shot, Playboy morning show radio host Kevin Kline, is also named in Liz Dixon's lawsuit. She is suing for battery and negligence and is seeking $500,000 plus punitive damages. The lawsuit states that Dixon agreed to lie with her buttocks partially exposed so Kline could hit off the tee in her butt. When he swung, Kline missed, and he missed the tee and struck the plaintiff on the buttocks, causing her injury and damages.
She should have had a professional golfer.
Ay, ay, ay.
Let a professional do it off the buttocks.
No, don't do it at all. You have to put yourself into her parents' shoes. Her parents would say, "Get away from my daughter.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not
right.
doing that, not doing nothing."
That's right.
Here's another story. This one is interesting and kind of weird and kind of sad, I guess. This was out of Connecticut. A Connecticut pastor made a confession that he was being infidel. He was committing infidelity, I guess. After telling the congregation at the Miracle Faith World Outreach church that he had been unfaithful to his wife, he collapsed and died.
Oh, gee.
Wow.
Gosh.
All right. Sad story to end on.
handle
I didn't mean to end on a sad one. All right, we've got to move forward, and here comes Mike Huckabee. We'll be back.
This is the Huckabee Report for this St. Patrick's Day. I'm Mike Huckabee. The Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 has taken an unexpected turn. The story next.
Never before in the history of mankind has March meant so much. The Quicken Loans $1 Billion Bracket Challenge with Yahoo Sports. The once-in-a-lifetime event that could change your life forever. How you make your college basketball picks doesn't matter. $1 billion could be yours. But that's not the only way to win big. If your bracket ranks in the top 20, you'll walk away with $100,000. Guaranteed. Get your game on at QuickenLoansBracket.com, where you can fill out your bracket and find more details. The Quicken Loans $1 Billion Bracket Challenge with Yahoo Sports. Pick a perfect bracket, win $1 billion. Enter at QuickenLoansBracket.com.
Not affiliated with or sponsored by NCAA. No purchase necessary. Legal residents of the United States, 18 or older. Void where prohibited. Begins March 3rd, 2014. Ends at 1 a.m. Eastern Time on March 20th, 2014. For official rules and complete details, visit www.QuickenLoansBracket.com. Prizes available to first 15 million registrants only. Sponsor Quicken Loans, Inc. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
8 days after Flight 370 disappeared, Malaysia's Prime Minister admitted that it's possible terrorists took over the plane. It changed altitude wildly, turned far off course, and then flew for up to 7 more hours after its communication systems were disabled one at a time. The theory gave the passengers' relatives renewed hope they might still be alive. By one estimate, there are 634 airstrips from Pakistan to Australia that are big enough for it to have landed. Now, a friend who's a military pilot told me that because today's plane controls are digital, it's possible they could have been hacked and taken over the way that Iran took over a U.S. drone and captured it. 12 years ago, we were shocked that terrorists were able to take over planes and crash them. This could be a terrifying wake-up call as to what they've been training for ever since. Colorado is discovering some drawbacks to legalizing pot, including one that never occurred to them. It's called hash oil concentrate. It's the active ingredient of pot distilled down into a super powerful liquid that can be mixed into food, drinks, and e-cigarettes. The problem, aside from all the super stoned people, is that the process of making it involves butane and is highly dangerous and explosive. All that legal pot has made it easier to try to distill hash oil concentrate, and the results are about what you would expect if you crossed a stoned person with a still. Kitchens and bathrooms are blowing up all over the place, leaving people with serious burns. But then, I imagine most of them were more than half-baked already. Women always claim they want a man with a sense of humor, and now there's scientific proof. Stanford University researchers did brain scans on male and female subjects from ages 6 to 13 while they watched various videos. The MRI showed more heightened activity in the girls' brains during a humorous video than in the boys' brains. Researchers said it just proves that even from a very young age, girls are genetically predisposed to prefer men who can make them laugh. But I'll bet you could find a whole lot of male stand-up comics who would beg to differ. And finally, condolences to the family of Pia Fahrenkopf. Her house in Detroit recently went into foreclosure, and that's when a contractor discovered her mummified body. She'd apparently died alone, and since her bills were set up to be paid automatically, it took 6 years before her money ran out. It's believed she died in 2008 and nobody noticed. But at least there was one bright spot to this sad tale. She must have made one last trip out of the house. According to Michigan state records, 2 years after she died, Pia Fahrenkopf voted in the 2010 elections. And this is the Huckabee Report.
Are you missing school, work, sports, time with family and friends every month? Do you have killer cramps, debilitating pain, vomiting, bloating, leg and back pain? Then you may have endometriosis. Hi, I'm Padma Lakshmi, a co-founder along with Dr. Tamer Sechkin of the Endometriosis Foundation of America, the EFA, and I have endometriosis. Pain is not normal. Endometriosis isn't either. Endometriosis affects 1 in 10 women of childbearing age in the U.S., and is one of the top 3 causes of female infertility. While it is one of the most treatable diseases, it remains the least treated. Early detection and early intervention are the best treatment. For more information, Call 212-430-0371 or visit www.endofound.org. You no longer have to suffer in silence. There is help.
The Huckabee Report is brought to you by Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, Ocala.
Hey, you guys, this is Lou, and if you don't want to be a dirty little bird sitting on the curb eating dirty white wines, you better head on down to Dairy Queen, Silver Springs. They got the best, the juiciest, tastiest char-grilled hot dogs, burgers, solid filet of fish and chicken, and 90% fat-free pulled pork barbecue. That's a little sweet and a little spicy. You know, Dairy Queen doesn't use processed and formed junk like the competition. So come on down to Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, home of the real $5 lunch.
Attention rose lovers, this is your time. It's roses like never before now at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Because of a special truckload purchase, Bob Wines can offer a huge selection of world-famous rose varieties at unheard-of prices starting at $15.99. I'm talking Climbing Don Juans, hybrid tea roses, Floribunda, knockout roses, and drift roses. In the climbing variety alone, you'll find Fragrant Clouds, Perfume Delights, Oklahomas, Dolly Parton, Angel Face, and more. All Fortuniana rootstock and all super fragrant. Yes, starting at $15.99. They've still got $5 and $10 camellias too, so hurry to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, where you get this famous no-float pine straw, the perfect mulch, for just $4.99 a huge bale, and $4.49 if you buy 10 or more. Don't miss this once-a-year event, Truckload Rose Sale at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, growing with Ocala since 1952.
Pick up your copy of Lady Lake Magazine, featuring local businesses and issues and written by local volunteers. Lady Lake Magazine has become a must-read in Marion, Lake, and Sumter counties, audited by Circulation